Adam Collins. I'm Red 10, the supervisor, with the Royal Air Force Aerobatics team, the Red Arrows! Well, it's my privilege to be talking to you on this absolutely glorious day at the British Grand Prix. The weather could not be better for us to display for you today. I'm going to talk you through the display, I'm going to describe the manoeuvres to you, and let you hear some of Red One's radio transmissions throughout the show. Well, of course, it's been a difficult time for everyone over the past 18 months. As with everything else, our displays have been few and far between. But it's great to be out here today, great to see so many of you here, and great that we can enjoy some display flying at this iconic motorsport event. Red 1, he's lining up, ready to start. The smoke systems are about to come on. The show is about to start. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the 2021 Royal Air Force Aerobatics team, the Red Arrows! Calls Red 1 as he brings the aircraft over in wall formation, the widest formation we fly. The red, white and blue smoke changing to white as Red 1 pulls to the vertical, wall closing down into 8 arrow. Leading the formation is Red 1 squadron leader Tom Bold. Tom has previously served on the team. He left in 2017, having flown as the synchro leader. He's flown the Typhoon on the front line and instructed on the Hawk and the Tucano. Aircraft come back towards us. The iconic diamond formation, you'll notice, has a gap in it today. Unfortunately, Red 9 is ill and is unable to fly, but we'll modify the manoeuvres, modify the smokes to make those shapes as symmetrical as possible and keep the show exciting for you on the ground. And roll, calls Red 1 as he enters the diamond roll. The pilots reacting to Red 1's voice, the white smoke on in the iconic diamond roll. On the right of Red 1 in diamond is Red 2, Flight Lieutenant Will Cambridge. Will has previously flown the Tornado GR and is on his second year on the team. As the aircraft move away past cops, Red 1 bringing them into a right-hand bank. Diamond formation about to transition into one of our most complex formation shapes. The smoke on the wingtips comes on as Red 8 slots in on the right-hand side. A formation shape looking a little bit like a Mercedes badge. It is Swan. And pulling up calls Red 1, this distinctive swan formation pulling to the vertical. As they reach the apex of the loop, the smoke changes, the aircraft moving into Fred. On the left of Red 1 in Fred is Red 3 squadron leader Nick Critchell. Critch has previously flown the Typhoon on the front line, instructed on the Hawk, and he'd like to say hello to Amy and Ash. Moving off overhead, stow, as we look out to Beckett's for the aircraft reversing to the right. Red 1 again about to move the aircraft into their next formation position. Big Vixen calls red 1. Again, another very wide formation. Red 8 moving out to the side. Red 6 and 7 tucking in behind. This formation, one of the widest flown by any formation team in the world, and certainly the widest one to be rolled. The nose lights coming on towards us as red 1 faces up down the display line. The nose will come up, the smokes will come on, ready for the Big Vixen roll. As red 1 calls the roll, red 8 on the far right hand side, his aircraft moving through a lot of airspace to keep those lines nice and straight. He's anticipating red 1's calls to keep that formation nice and tight. Wardstone, it's Tornado. Tornado finishes off to our front over Beckett. It's approaching the end of the first half of the display. Red 1 leading the aircraft out into hammer formation, ready for a break that's not been seen with the red arrows for several years. Because the weather's glorious today, we have the full airspace. We're able to provide you with a full show, including the start of the second half with the hammer break. Pulling up, red 1 calls the white smoke trails arcing into the vertical. The roll to the left before pulling over the top. Red 1 will hammer go, ready for the hammer break.
I don't want to plug my phone out anymore. On the 2 aircraft pitching in towards us, it's red 6 and 7. Faux pass. Red 6 and 7 also on the counter line. Red 8 pulling to the vertical. Red 6 goes up the mountain all the way between 7G. The pilots fighting the G forces as they roll over each other. Red 6 will reverse the turn, the red and blue smoke will come on, ready for Cyclone. Now look out to your right hand side, here comes Red 8, the white smoke is on, he's flying at high speed down the line. He's looking out for Enid protection. As he rolls hard to the right, Enid are getting down, forming an inverted V formation. Red 8 flying along as they come past for the Goose. Opportunity to say hello to Ben and Finn who are watching today. Enid formation rolling out, the red, white and blue smoke about to change to white as they ease up into the climb. Meanwhile, red 6 and 7 are positioning out to the front beyond Beckett, ready for their next manoeuvre. It's time for the Red Arrow's heart. Synchro split smoke on go calls Red 6 as they pull up over the top of the heart. Red 6 and 7 nicely matching the sides of the heart as they descend back down towards each other. And Bondi would like to dedicate this heart to Anna. Leading the synchro pair today is squadron leader John Bond. Leader's previously instructed on the Tucano and flown the Typhoon on the front line. The white smoke comes on for Red 6 and 7, pulling hard back towards each other as they descend down again at closing speed of over 700 miles an hour, ready for the opposition barrel. Feet apart, the jets cross, they tip their wings towards us, then pull up into simultaneous barrel rolls. Trailing red smoke on the left is Red 7, squadron leader Gregor Ogston. Gregor has previously instructed on the Hawk T2, he's flown the Harrier and the Typhoon on the front line. Now look ahead over Beckett's, here comes Red 1 to 5, they're stacked front to back. Red 1 to 5 with the white smoke on. Red 1 easing them into a right-hand turn, the remaining aircraft all sliding out underneath him, the white smoke on in line astern. Red 1 calls the aircraft into reverse battle. Normally we have even numbers on the right, odd numbers on the left, but in reverse battle the aircraft are the other way round. In order to return to the correct side, they fly the slalom. The aircraft passing just feet apart as they transition back into the normal battle. As Enid's section come around in the right-hand turn, we'd like to take this opportunity to pay tribute to the NHS and the key workers that have worked so hard during this pandemic. Enid's section about to smoke blue in honour of the NHS. Now in from our left-hand side, it's Red 6, 7 and 8. Red 6 has rolled inverted. Red 7 canopy to canopy below him as Red 6 pushes up into an outside barrel roll. Here comes the roll. It's time for the mirror roll. Red 7 now upside down on top of Red 6. They're flying canopy to canopy. Red 8 formating on their right-hand side. The red smoke about to come on as Red 8 rolls back out of formation. Red 8 is Flight Lieutenant Damo Green. Damo has previously flown the Hawk on 100 Squadron and served on the front line flying the Typhoon. Now back over to our left-hand side from the direction of Cops, here comes Enid. The smoke has come on, the inside aircraft about to roll to the outside, changing smoke colour as they go in the rollbacks. Clear go, call Reds 2 and 3, the signal for 4 and 5 to roll. Clear. Go! Calling complete at the end of the rollbacks is Red 5 Flight Lieutenant David Simmons. Simo has previously flown the Tornado GR4 on the front line. He's also flown the AV-8B Harrier and the F5 on exchange with the US Marine Corps. Looks like he's breaking the smoke goes off for Enid on the right-hand side. Meanwhile, Red 6 is positioning 6, 7 and 8. As they come in ready for their next manoeuvre, red 8 is going to roll around 6 and 7. Red 6 and 7 will then roll and split in the dynamic Jippo break. Go call 6 as red 6 and 7 break across each other. Red 8 pulling up, pulling hard around, but keep your eyes on red 6 and 7 as they pull away from us. Rolling once more, they're going to pitch up, move away from each other, preparing for the next of their opposition passes. Again down to 100 feet, passing 100 feet apart from each other. They will barrel roll towards each other before crossing in the middle, then flying inverted down the line in a new manoeuvre. It's crossbow. Paul Go calls red 6 the red and blue smoke on with the face-to-face barrel rolls. The aircraft then passing 100 feet apart for the inverted pass. As red 6 and 7 turn their smoke off, look out to the far distance over Beckett's. Here comes Enid formation, red 1 at the front, red 2, 3, 4 and 5 in line abreast behind him. The red, white and blue smoke coming on as they draw a snake in the sky in Python. On the right hand wing of Python is red 4, Flight Lieutenant James Turner. JT has previously flown the Typhoon on the front line, and he's instructed on the Typhoon and the Hawk.
Don't worry.
The aircraft changing from red, white and blue smoke to white as they enter the second roll in Python. Each aircraft carrying 5 minutes of white smoke, 1 minute of red and 1 minute of blue. Each smoke system operated by buttons on the pilot's control column. While Python finishes off to our far left, it's time for the last of the synchro pair opposition manoeuvres. This one is a brand new manoeuvre for 2021. We're going to make the most of the big blue skies here in Silverstone. Red 6 and 7 flying towards each other. They'll cross. They'll perform barrel rolls down the line before both pulling up high into the sky in 3/4 loops. They'll then fly back down towards each other, passing 100 feet apart. It's time for boomerang. Paul Go calls red 6 as red 6 and 7 pull up into their loops at opposite ends of the display line. Trailing white smoke as they go over the top. They'll pull down to 60 degrees nose down before rolling the right way round, levelling and passing 100 feet apart in boomerang. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the synchro pair! As red 6 and 7 move off to the left and right, look straight ahead again. Here come the remaining nose lights of the rest of the formation. It's time for the show finale. It's time for the spectacular Vixen break. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching the Red Arrow!